We chatted on the main stage of the PGA of America's annual awards. I guess my first question to you really is, you know, you brought Garrett to tears, but Brooks, just nothing? No tears at all? Come on. Oh, inside. You're crying inside. Cut it out. Okay, editing. There we go. So, Ronnie, you know, it's something that maybe many of the folks in this room understand what it means to be PGA Professional of the Year to the PGA of America. 29,000 PGA of America members, men and women, and you are recognized as the best among them. It comes not just from what you do as a PGA professional here in Texas, but what you've done nationally for the PGA of America as well. That's a wonderful award. Where does this rank as far as that's compared?
Well, being from the state of Texas, this just means a whole lot. To have all these elite people sitting in this room, when you hear the names of, you know, Lanny Watkins and David Graham, you know, and Jerry Page sitting right here as well, and, you know, he won the U.S. Open. So, you know, you see these fabulous golfers, and, you know, me sitting back, growing up as a kid, you know, watching these guys win the U.S. Open. You know, I think David Graham hit 17 out of 18 greens at Marion in 1981 to win the U.S. Open. I mean, that stuff's special. And for them to be in this room today and seeing all this, it just means a heck of a lot. It really does.
But like you mentioned, there are great names here. We have Bill Rogers, won 7 times in 1981, Player of the Year, 4 different continents. He won. I mean, you're going to step on a Hall of Famer if you just don't watch yourself around this room.
Well, I get it. I can't name them all. I'm trying. I'm giving it hell up here, Dave. I mean, really? I mean, come on. Give me a break here, man. I need a little help here, Bart.
I'm trying to.
I mean, really? I mean, come on, man.
But one thing that struck me about your video, 25 years, I couldn't balance my checkbook at 25 years old. You're running a facility for the city. What was that like?
Well, it was an incredible opportunity. You know, I got to work for Buster Cray, and I worked for just an unbelievable city. And I'm very fortunate to have our mayor, Paul Volcker, 2 city council members, Ken Hutchenrider, Bob Doobie, our city manager, Don Magner, and our CFO from the city, Kent Fowle. If y'all can stand up, please. I mean, I appreciate all the support. Y'all please stand up. I love you guys so much. Thank you. I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you.
But there are many things also along the way that you helped come to fruition, not just all the hours you dedicated to national service for the PGA of America, but also the PGA Frisco North Texas section, what you've done. How many times in history of the North Texas PGA section has there been someone who has been president twice?
Well, you know, I'm very honored to have the opportunity to do it twice, but you know, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. You know, you create all these relationships just like everybody has a relationship in this room, you know. And, you know, I was able to create some great relationships with the PGA of America, people that were in governance. You know, I was involved in governance real heavy from, you know, 2000 to 2020. And, again, it's all about relationships, just like, you know, Brad Elder and Gordon Johnson. You know, my relationships with Gordon and Kenny Mack and Brad. You know, it's just incredible. And without those relationships, you can't build upon them. You can't build on something unless you create those opportunities. And I had a fortunate opportunity to do that, being an officer, being a District 12 director, and being the president twice. But the reason why PGA Frisco is happening is because of one person in this room, and that's Mark Harrison. Yeah. And that guy's, amen, he is the absolute best in the country. And we couldn't be more thankful for him. You know, as a section, he's incredible.
You had a lot to do with it as well. Mark, could you stand up for a second?
Yeah, Mark, please stand up.
Seriously. Yeah.
Mate, you're the best, Pards. You're the absolute best, no doubt.
That was the shortest stand-up in the history of stand-ups.
Yeah.
But, yeah, nice job there, Mark. So, Mark, you along with, I just want to say, basically, when PGA Frisco, when people go up and see what PGA Frisco is all about, North Texas section, obviously, very important part of this state and what goes on. But how that, your involvement, Mark's involvement as well, have come together to create the place where the PGA of America will call their home. And now, starting next year, the KitchenAid Senior PGA Championship, a major, the oldest in the senior game, will be played there. After that, women's PGA Championships, men's PGA Championships. They haven't announced a Ryder Cup yet, but who's going to bet against that? All those things will happen, and at the entryway to the facility, they'll walk by your name and all the other honorees for tonight and everyone in this Texas Golf Hall of Fame. It's all come together in full circle and is very meaningful tonight. So appreciate all the effort you've made, Mark as well, as far as that is concerned. But that's not the only facility in that area that bears the Glanton, let's say, primature, whatever. What's the Ronnie? Tell us about that.
Well, I mean, I'm a little overwhelmed with that, Ronnie.
It's special.
I mean, it's really special. But I'd like to make one shout out before I talk about that. We're going to have the special opportunity to watch a Northern Texas PGA hit the first shot at the 2023 PGA Senior Championship. And Cameron Doan, would you please stand up?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, Cameron.
Yeah.
Stand up, Cameron.
Forget the ceremonial
He
t-shirt at the
He
Masters.
finished third at the Senior PNC this week. He gets to hit the first shot at the PGA Senior Championship.
Watch out, Langer, Ellis, and all those guys.
Yeah.
Doan's coming for you.
Well,
Okay, now I know you want to talk about others. I want to talk about the Ronnie. 'Cause
Okay.
It's a special place.
well, you know, it's again, I go back to relationships, and there's three very special individuals in this room that have done so much for me and my family, and that's John Morgan. John, would you please stand up? Eric Oliver, please stand up. And Mark Anthony. Mark's not here, but because of their generosity, we're able to build the Ronnie. And those three individuals put the money up to build that place. And to me, that's as special as it can be. You know, I can recall being up in Chicago, and we were in there in the meetings with the National PGA, Mark Harris and I, Courtney Carnell, Philip Bleakney, and they pretty much just gave us the Heisman Trophy. I mean, they did. They go, we're not giving y'all any money. And Mate goes, you know what? We don't need their money. We'll raise our own. And it's people like these guys right here that can get it done. And just like the Texas Golf Hall of Fame, what they're trying to achieve with growing this great Hall of Fame, it's no different. So, again, it's all about everybody, like people in this room, everybody in this room. So I can't thank every one of you enough. Thank you.
Thank you all. So, am I going to have to tell you what the Ronnie's about, or is he going to tell you what?
Well, let me. Hey, I just want to thank some people. I mean, you know, I'm sorry.
But it's a special
I mean,
facility.
it is, and you know, the unbelievable part of it is the impact it's going to make on young individuals' lives. You know, we're going to be able to grow the game, have hundreds of thousands of kids utilize that facility, and to have your name on something like that. I mean, I really can't measure how that feels to me. I mean, it's just absolutely the most incredible thing that's ever happened to me. And it's hard to talk about.
Okay, I'm not going to make him talk about it. Go
Yeah.
Google it.
It's hard.
It is a
hard.
facility at PGA Frisco.
It
has
is.
miniature replicas of the 18th greens of each of the two championship courses, one that's going to be holding major championships as well. It's got facilities there for juniors, as you know, Ronnie knows and loves junior golf and fostering junior golf and talent, but they'll be able to learn the game and come there and have great putting contests and short game contests and all at a place called the Ronnie. So it's very special.
Thank you so much again. Well, thank you.
Now, I know you like thanking people, and we had the two crying Glanton boys there.
Yeah.
But I know there's some other Glantons you want to give a little, and girlfriend here as well. Tell us
Yeah,
about that.
well, I mean, my two boys mean the world to me. I mean, I've been able to do so many different things with them, you know, play golf, play football, play basketball. I mean, you know, they've been my whole life. I couldn't be more proud of two young men more than I am my two boys. Not because they're my two boys, but that they've just proved themselves to be great young men. And, you know, Garrett graduated with a master's from Vanderbilt. Brooks graduated at OU. He ran track at OU, and Garrett played golf at ACU. And I couldn't be more proud of two young men. I mean, I just love them to death. I love y'all. And
How was Garrett on Saturday with the Georgia game? Was he okay with that?
oh yeah, that was a good game, 55-0. That was a good score. Are you kidding me? Well, it was pretty good. But you know, I've had so much support. You know, all these folks here. You know, these two are my tables, and I got a table back there, and I just can't thank them enough. And I'd also like to thank my girlfriend Shanna Sherman for being here. She's a special lady, and to come here and support me, I just really want to thank you, Shanna. Thank you so much. And then my brother and his wife Jackie, you know, they live down here, and we've had a great couple days. So it's been incredible, and it's been an incredible night tonight. Gordon, you, Brad, Ryan, Mr. Adams, I couldn't be more honored to be in the class with all four of you individuals. I'm truly honored. Thank you so much.
Very special class, ladies and gentlemen. Ronny Glanton.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
This is the official moment.
All right.
You are now. Remember.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.